What's going on, guys? 8-Bit Glitch 79 here, and we've made it to the final day of the 12 Nostalgic Days of Christmas. I'm telling you, it was a marathon, but we made it. And we saved a big episode for last. We've got ourselves our final 4 guests for the series for this year, and we'll also be picking our winner for the VGM box that was donated to us by the great guys at Video Games Monthly. So with that, let's head over to our first guest. Alright guys, so our first guest today is my bae. You know him as Nintendo25. Let's see what he's got for us.
What's up everyone, Nintendo25 here, and I want to thank 8-Bit Glitch 79 for having me on today's episode. And my picks for this episode would have to be Super Castlevania 4 and Castlevania Dracula X. This one is complete in box, but the only thing that's missing from this one is the manual, which I have no desire to get because it's pretty pricey. Although if someone's willing to give it to me, wink wink, nudge nudge. So yeah, how I got these games is actually pretty cool. My youngest brother used to work at our local Blockbuster Video, and they were going out of business. I think they're closing all the stores at this time, and they were selling these games, and he got them for like dirt cheap. And holy crap, I'm so glad he got me these. These are for my birthday / Christmas. They just happen to fall on the same day. Every year too. And so yeah, these are my picks, and these games are awesome, especially this one. I love this one. I know a lot of people give this one a lot of crap, but they're just silly. I'm not the silly one, they're the silly ones, because this game's fantastic. I honestly prefer this one over Rondo of Blood. Maybe it's because I played this one first and I have more nostalgia towards this one than Rondo of Blood. Although Rondo of Blood is a good game. But yeah, these two games right here are my picks for this year. And thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to 8-Bit Glitch 79, I suggest you do it now. Just do it. Just stop this video right now and just subscribe to his channel, because he's a really good guy and he's my bae. He's telling my bae. Oh my god, y'all. And my cat's talking to me, so he wants my attention, so I gotta go. Thanks again, 8-Bit Glitch 79, for having me on, and you guys have a very safe and happy holidays. Take care.
Oh, bae, that was a great pick. Super Castlevania 4 and Dracula X on Super Nintendo. 2 fantastic games, and to have them boxed like that so early on, that's amazing. You got yourself a great deal there, because oh man, I think we both saw just the box for Dracula X going for like a few hundred, if I'm not mistaken, just the box alone. So that is amazing. And I have to say, hot take confession, if you've watched one of our latest Contravania episodes about Game of the Year, we got into a discussion about that, and I think I said, and I still stand by it, that I think I like Dracula X better than Super Castlevania 4. I know. Blasphemy, right? Well, with that, let's head over to our second guest and see what he's got in store. So our second guest today is none other than Steve Craig from Steve Craig Retro Games. I was so fortunate to finally meet Steve in person when I went down to Southeast Game Exchange. And oh, it was awesome to finally meet him. It was great. What an awesome dude. Just such a great job on his channel. He has a on-running series, or a couple of on-running series, about handheld gaming and home held gaming. And then of course his awesome pickups and collection videos. So if you're not following, check it out for sure. So with that, what do you got for us, Steve?
What's up guys, Steve Craig Retro Games here, and before I get started, I just want to tell Sean at 8-Bit Glitch 79, thank you so much for inviting me to be part of your 12 Days of Christmas for the 2nd year in a row. I really appreciate it, man. You're an awesome friend and a fantastic channel. So if you guys couldn't tell already, I am very nostalgic for Star Wars. this is the movie that did it all for me. I remember seeing these when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. I remember playing Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back on the Atari 2600, and then Star Wars games all the way through the years. Always been a fan of all of them. The new ones, I still enjoy them, but they do not hold a candle nigh a lightsaber to the original trilogy, and in my opinion, they don't seriously come close to the prequel trilogy either. But as you guys can see, this is a lightsaber hilt that my lovely girlfriend got me for Christmas last year. We went to Disney World and she paid for me to have the build a lightsaber experience. So I actually chose the blue kyber crystal, and each of the crystals has a specific color, obviously, and sound. So I can take this hilt apart and change out the crystal inside to any of the colors that they offer. I do have purple, obviously, green, and then I have red and clear, and then also the yellow. So I can change out my saber crystal and my color at any time, which obviously not only changes the color of the blade, but also the sound that emits from the speaker. But yeah, I mean, and I'm sitting here next to my badass Star Wars Christmas tree. You guys can't see it in its total right here, although I did do a video just recently about this. But it is tree skirt all the way to the tree topper. Every ornament is Star Wars except for about 24 red and silver Christmas balls, just to help bring out a little bit of color in the tree. But Star Wars has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and it will always be a part of my life. The movies never get old. I can watch them at any point, wherever it's at in the movie, and finish the movie. I can just watch them over and over again. I have a few of them in 3D that I can watch on my 3D TV. And I just love the games. I love the universe of Star Wars, the characters. I love the good versus evil aspect. And not to mention that they have the most badass weapons in movie cinematic history. Say what you will, but no weapon comes even close to a lightsaber as far as weapons go, and ever. So very easy to tell that I am super nostalgic for Star Wars. It's something that my dad and I enjoyed together, still enjoy together, and something that Leanne and I enjoy together. She is also a fan, and I just absolutely love Star Wars and everything about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and until next time, may the Force be with you.
You will subscribe to Steve Craig Retro Games. You will subscribe to 8-Bit Glitch 79. You will press that like button. This is the YouTube channel you're looking for. Thanks for sharing that, Steve. As you can see, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I don't know what would give it away, but but I loved your video earlier you did about your tree and all the ornaments. If anybody hasn't checked that out, definitely check that out. It was a great collection video, and you do an awesome job with that tree. Makes me a little bit jealous as a Star Wars fan. So thanks a lot for sharing that. So let's move on to our next guest. Alright guys, so our next guest, or guest I should say, is no stranger to the 8-Bit Glitch 79 channel. You've heard their name mentioned many a times, and I've seen them featured, of course, on this channel before, and it's none other than the amazing Tom and Lacey of Do You Nerd. What do you got for us, Tom and Lacey?
What's up, nerdlings? What's up, nerdlings? And Merry Christmas! Hey, shout out to Sean 8-Bit Glitch 79 for having us aboard to talk about nostalgia on these, the 12 nostalgic days of Christmas. I'm Tom, this is Lady Lacey of Do You Nerd, and I want to talk to you about the good book, Nintendo Power. Oh man, who doesn't have nostalgia for Nintendo Power? Talk about one of the greatest gaming magazines of all time. Come on, you've got tips and tricks, you've got letters asking how to get past certain things, and every time a new issue would arrive in your mailbox, you immediately flip to those pages to see if there was anything that could help you with the game that you needed help with, or that you could go back and check out in a game that you had almost forgotten about. Plus, all the screenshots that they would like painstakingly take and put together to make those maps for you. And if you wanted to decorate the walls of your room,
you gotta love the posters.
yeah, if you were bad enough to take them out of the magazine. You know, something that I really loved about Nintendo Power as well was all of the original artwork that you would see in there. Not like the official artwork, but, you know, their artists on hand would draw all these great pictures and just art pieces that you did not see anywhere else except in Nintendo Power. Who's got the power? This guy.
Well, I would have to say something that I'm pretty nostalgic for is a Christmas memory that makes me giggle anytime I think about it. A few years ago for Christmas, we're all sitting around the tree with my mom and dad and sister and Tom and me, and we're opening gifts and everything, and my sister opens up a gift. And it looks a little familiar. That's a Christmas gift from my Christmas wish list. Well, sometimes my mom will mix up our Christmas gifts, and she'll speak up right then, but she didn't. Then Tom opens up a gift for my parents. And it's also something off of my Christmas wish list. And I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And that happened almost the entire Christmas presents. Almost all of them. And I'm sitting here thinking, what the heck? I don't even remember if I got anything off of my list for me.
This is mine, and this is mine, and that's mine.
I did mention something after Christmas was over. I said, so did you forget everybody else's list? Because those were things off of my Christmas list. And Mom just went, oh well. So, it wasn't all bad, though, because when Christmas was over, I got extra gifts, because...
Yeah. She wasn't sure if she got anything off her list. She got stuff off her list from her sister and I, who were like, well, I didn't want this, there you go.
I did. It was my Christmas wish list, so that's what I like to think about when I think about Christmas.
Oh, well, thanks again so much, Sean, for having us aboard to talk about some nostalgic moments, whether they're someone getting all the presents, or someone getting all the power.
Oh.
Nintendo Power. Bye, nerdlings.
Bye-bye, nerdlings, and Merry Christmas!
Tom, I seem to think and remember that early on in this series, somebody else talked about Nintendo Power. I wonder who that was.
Well, great. Now everybody's just gonna think I copied off of you.
No, how can you not talk about Nintendo Power? I have to say, of all the things in my collection, it's one of the most nostalgic things, of course. I've already spoken about it and why. And yeah, so that was an excellent, excellent pick, of course. And Lacey, talking about your gift mishaps, or I guess you would call it mishaps in your case, but I've been a victim of those myself. And then I've also caused some gift mishaps. I know one Christmas, I think I talked about it last year. It was like 86, I believe, or something. My sister, I opened one of my sister's gifts because I was so like in the moment of just unwrapping stuff, and I was like, why did I get curlers? Because my sister got a set of curlers. It turned out I opened my sister's gift. So, but she was okay about it. You know, she was fine. All right, guys. So it's time for the final guest of the series. But wait, before we do that, we gotta head over and pick our winner for the VGM box. Let's head over to the desk and pull that winner. All right, guys. So here we are at the desk. We're gonna pick our winner. This is day 6 video. You can see it's the VGM one where we ran the contest, and you can see all the comments here that are there at this time. And so we're gonna grab the URL here, And we're gonna go over here and we're gonna paste it in here. And we're gonna filter duplicate users and we're gonna get the comments. 25 comments. So let's hear and pick the winner. So good luck to you. And the winner of the VGM box is Rob Merritt. All right. I'll never forget Xmas as a kid. It was always the best. I remember, though, always wanting a set of drums and just knowing that my parents couldn't afford them. So one year after my stepdad and mom worked so hard all year long, I almost fainted when I woke up Christmas morning and there sat a brand new set of pearl drums. I couldn't believe it. I was around 11 or 12 and still have them to this day. Best Christmas ever. That is so awesome. Being a guitar player myself, getting an instrument for Christmas is totally awesome. And it's so cool that you still have those to this day. So congratulations, Rob Merritt. Reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, 8bitglitch79, or send me an email, 8bitglitch79@gmail.com, and we'll get together and you can let me know where you want the VGM box sent. So let's head back to the episode. Well, congratulations. That's awesome. Be sure to reach out to me on Instagram or on Twitter through Messenger or on the Facebook, my Facebook page, 8bitglitch79. Or if you feel like it, you can email me, 8bitglitch79@gmail.com. And we'll be sure to get that box right into your hands. All right, guys. So now it's time, finally, for the final guest of the series this year. It's coming to an end, and I can't believe it. So with that, let's hear what Scott and Jen from Retro Rivals have to say.
Merry Christmas, 8-Bit Glitch 79, Retro Rivals, bringing you some more Christmas memories. Because we did this last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the memory I gave. I gave last year, but
My memory's a little fuzzy.
Yeah,
Of my memories.
I didn't bother going back and seeing what I put last year from memory, so chances are I think it's a different one.
Yeah. I know last year I talked about a specific memory to me. This year I want to talk about Alex and some of the Christmas memories we've had with him. The year I was most excited for was the year we got him his Xbox One.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this one.
So I wrapped up a bunch of boxes inside boxes, and then I put a note in the last box to check under the bed. I was so worked up for this. I was so excited. I'm like, this is going to be the best Christmas ever. He's going to be so excited.
He's gonna lose his mind.
He's going to lose his mind. So we do this whole thing, and he's like, another box, another box, another box.
Getting annoyed.
He's getting annoyed.
I could have told you that. He's my son.
I know. So he gets the letter. He's like, under the bed. Okay. So he goes upstairs under the bed. There's one last box to unwrap. I'm not a heathen. I didn't put it right on the box. I would never do that. So there's a box, and then inside that's the Xbox One in the box. And he opens it up, and he gets it out, and he's like, that's what I thought it was. No excitement, no nothing, and all this...
You killed it. Too many boxes.
Too many boxes, and I think I said one too many times, there's no way you're getting an Xbox One for Christmas, Alex. It's just too expensive.
You have no poker face.
I don't. So, it was a Christmas
My
memory
No,
that
your memory
kind of
sucks.
went
Your sad memory.
sour.
Let me tell you about my memory. My memory's awesome.
But it was it's funny to look back at.
We're gonna make these memories great.
Yeah. Make these memories great again. Okay?
Alright, I'm gonna go back when I got my PS2. You got me my PS2. So this is not that long ago, but it is still long ago.
I got you many of your consoles. I got you the Xbox One. I got you the Xbox.
Are you
original.
bragging?
Yeah.
Yeah, way to
I am.
name drop. Anyway, let me get my memory my memory out here.
Okay.
So we got the PS2, and then the game I got for the PS2. Do you remember what it was?
Wrestling game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. That's it. There's many, and I don't
And it
know
was
which
the
one.
first SmackDown one in that franchise, and I do think it was Shut Your Mouth. We were up at my family's house, way up in the boonies, so I got to play that for a good day or two up there. And then when I came home, I had friends that were all big wrestling fans, so I lugged the PS2 and the game over to his place, and we had a big party, well, wrestling party, where we had like, I think there's probably 8 people. So I think that was the game that you can get 6 people in the ring at the same time.
just tagged out.
Multi-tap. Since I had already played it, I had one character really good, Kurt Angle. I know it was not the best character, but whatever. I don't know why I picked him, and I was really good at him.
Because he looks really good in a tiny cowboy hat.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
So yeah, anyway, so the whole challenge of the night became the other 5 people in the ring were gonna take me out as quick as they could.
So they even had a chance.
Yeah, so they even had a chance, but it was still a hell of a fun night there, and I held my ground for as long as I could.
Yeah.
But the beer was cold, and I don't know if we had any food at the time with the beer.
No. Back in your 20s, you never worried about if you had food. If you had beer and games.
Beer games, we rolled it.
That's fun.
It was awesome. It was probably one of my, I don't know, favorite wrestling memories.
Yeah.
There for the wrestling games.
Well, we also had the one when we moved into the house.
That was a good one too.
That was a good one too. Well, that's our Christmas memories. Thank you so much for inviting us again this year.
I won this one.
Scott won again, so let's look back at last year and tally that. Somebody let us know who won that year. I have one, you have one. So if you do it next year, maybe I give a better memory. Like the year I got lingerie.
Jen, you don't give good memory.
Maybe the year I got lingerie or something and I played a game for you or whatever.
Never did that.
Okay, but that could be next year. There's still a Christmas between this year and next year, right? I could make a better memory.
So is that what you want?
Sure. Put it in a game box. It'll probably fit.
I think that's my good memory.
It'll probably fit in a game box.
Sure. Wait, what are you talking about?
The lingerie.
Oh.
All right. I want to say until next time, game on, but that's our line. So back to you.
Hat. Get off my head. Too warm.
Oh shit, we have to record that. No, that's a lie.
That is hilarious. The box inside the box inside the box. I did that same trick to my grandmother. I got her a gift when I was a kid, and I forget what it was, but I know it was small. But I put it inside a couple of boxes and wrapped each box. And I mean, by the end, the box was probably like this big for a gift that was like, that big. So she had a great laugh with that. I had a friend who would, when he gave me gifts, he would wrap it. He'd wrap it, but he'd also tape it down and around all the creases with duct tape, so there was nowhere to rip the paper. Good. He made it a big struggle. Those are always good times. That's always fun to play those little pranks on Christmas. And the PS2 and wrestling games. What an awesome choice. I've mentioned before the PS2 is the only console I waited in line night of release to get. And I have to say, it is one of my top consoles of all time. And the wrestling games back then, what was with the retro games back in that era and even the older that were so great, but today it seems like they just can't get it right for some reason. So what an awesome pick, Scott and Jen. What a great stories and memories. That is amazing. I guess this is the end of the series, and so it's my turn to talk. Well, guys, unfortunately, I don't really have a great memory to share or an item that's nostalgic for this episode. I just wanted to take this moment to thank all of my subscribers and all of my viewers for all the support they've been giving me over these years, and especially this year. I've seen my channel subs finally get a nice boost near the end of this year, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate all the comments I get on all my videos, and I try to respond to them all as I can. I know with this series, there's been a lot of comments and a lot of videos. I've tried to go through and like at least and heart some of them. Haven't responded to a lot of them yet because I've just been so busy with editing and getting these videos out to you guys. But I plan on going back, looking at them all, and trying to respond to them all for you. Again, I appreciate all the support you guys give me through the years, and I just know that looking back down the road, looking back at these episodes, and just looking at some of the comments, it's just going to bring back some nostalgia at some point for this. So the things we're doing now and the memories we're making now, just remember that someday these too will be our nostalgic days of Christmas. So with that, guys, I want to wish you all a happy holiday, happy new year, and good tidings and blessings for the future. And with that, guys, I'm glitching out.